While America's political system is a simple binary, Republican, Democrat, its political spectrum is slightly more expansive, meaning within these parties there's divergent thoughts, ideologies, and policies. This became painfully obvious through Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders in 2016, the election that broke America and me. Google American political spectrum and you'll get loads of different axes. I'm plotting my own. It's by no means scientific or all-encompassing. Instead, it's experiential and based on my understanding, views, and conversations I've had with people from across the world from different backgrounds. It's simple enough. Right means hardline immigration, gun control, free market economy, healthcare, etc. The left believes in socialized healthcare, Wall Street reform and regulations, tighter gun control by banning assault weapons and enforcing universal federal background checks. I get the argument that one-dimensional spectrum is overly simplistic, but it's how the world views, thinks, and talks politics, for better or for worse. Also, keep in mind, politicians say one thing but do another. Quick example, all Republicans want to out-hawk each other on the budget, yet they keep raising the roof. Another example, AOC and the Iron Dome, but you don't hear me though. Because of this, we'll be looking at the graph in two ways. How they are marketed, and where they actually stand, or in most cases loiter. Before the politicians, let's look at the system. This is a graph with center at 0, Dems on the left, Republicans on the right. This is what we're told. In my opinion, America is a right-leaning, moderate to conservative society. Hollywood has shown the US to be New York, DC, Los Angeles, Vegas, Miami, or sometimes Texas. The country is far more suburban and traditional. I would also argue that America lacks a true left. What we have in the Democratic Party is career politicians who are just not right. Also, I believe there is an establishment in America. Media organizations, large corporations, and shady political operators and operations make this undeniable. The establishment is different from the deep state, which is a shadow government and something I do not currently subscribe to. With that, Joe Biden, our current commander-in-chief, is marketed in two different ways. Republicans try and position Biden as Bernie Light. For Democrats, he's either Bernie Light or the ultimate moderate. It switches depending on the vote. My truth is Biden is the ultimate establishment candidate whose ultimate position is no position. Donald Trump, America's 45th president, was marketed as an outsider candidate who would shake things up. This was just euphemism for him stretching the country further right, something that had already happened with Sarah Palin and the Freedom Caucus. He's marketed as completely far right, but really he's closer to the establishment than we or them would like to think. Both the Dems and Republicans market Bernie Sanders as an extreme far left crazy commie candidate. Really, he's not that left. Also, don't forget his association with the Democratic Party is a recent affair brought about by a system that does not like independent candidates. For the most part, Bernie was an independent and a democratic socialist, not a Democrat. Hillary Clinton, like Joe and her hubby Bill, like to be marketed as the trailblazing leaders of the left. The truth is they are late followers of the not right, meaning they have vague plans that pass for policy and often like to read the room before deciding their position. They're not really taking a Hamiltonian stand or anything. Barack Hussein Obama is the ultimate Democrat. On the face of it, blistering talk, a lot of hope, plenty of bleeding hearts, but no real change. Again, speeches, analysts, and the marketing machine wants to hype the shy native as a leftist and whatnot. He was kind of as establishment as they come, to be honest. George W. Bush, the one who started our timeline, or at least ruined it. Bush too is actually shown to be a lot more left than I think he was. Him and his cronies have been given a big discount due to Trump, and I don't think this is right. I think Bush's regime is the one that quietly promoted racist white supremacists. They began the vocabulary that led to build the wall. They're the ones that pissed away a record surplus leading to an unprecedented global economic crisis. They're the ones that went into 2 different wars and had the audacity to declare mission accomplished. Nah, he's pretty right. And yet he's so wrong.